Alright, picture this. Right now, you're likely watching this video on YouTube, an app that's entirely built with code. You're likely accessing it through a phone or computer using software like Google Chrome, Safari, or the YouTube app. The operating system? Code. The internet that connects you? Code. Even the Wi-Fi router that keeps everything online is driven by code. We talk about video games a lot on this channel that are made with code, and the servers that get us into these games and multiplayer that, are all powered by code. And after gaming, you might take a break and go scroll through Instagram or Facebook Reels, also written in code. You get the idea. Computer science is everywhere, and we're all surrounded by it. Yet, despite how integrated it is into our lives, it's not exactly pushed in traditional education systems. Today I want to discuss why I believe gamers should study computer science. If you're someone interested or someone who doesn't like their current job or career, stick around for this chat. Maybe you can leave this with some new thoughts or perspectives. Hey everyone, Weiler here, and I hope you're having a great day. Today we'll be discussing why gamers should learn computer science. And as we dive into this, I'll be playing Black Ops Combat Training, a game I have huge respect for as a coder. Combat Training was originally meant to mimic multiplayer with bots, and you can change the difficulty on this bots. It's a very early AI programming from 2010. Great job, Treyarch. That was very impressive at the time. All the nuances should be appreciated. And obviously, I can't hit any good clips in this game unless I'm playing against recruit bots, so there's also that, okay? So let's get into it. So why should gamers care about learning code? Let's break it down. What are some of the traits that most gamers share? So number one, we're analytical. Whether we admit it or not, we're always calculating, strategizing, and figuring out the next best move. Number two, it's our communication, especially in video games. Our communication in these games is not half bad. Sure, maybe we're awkward at parties or a little socially awkward, but our in-game comms, man, we're laser focused and efficient and always get the information across to the point, I hope. So there's that. Number three, we're natural problem solver. Every match has its objectives and strategies, and we get a rush from just, getting the win or capturing the flag or whatever we have to do to get that W. Many of us also are introverts. Oftentimes not the most social creatures, but that's okay. As it turns out, coding's one of those fields where it's not a huge disadvantage to not be social at all. So as gamers, whether you realize it or not, you already have a lot of the qualities that make for great coders. So let's talk a little bit about just what computer science has given me personally. I took my first computer science class when I was in high school, 17, 18. And, I did enjoy it. It was different from everything, but I didn't like it that much compared to everything else. I thought that it was cool and different, but it was very challenging. I was intimidated by the learning curve. And then eventually, in college, I found my way back to it. I got a computer science degree, and I've been working as a software engineer for about 6 years full time. So definitely given me a lot. And let me get into some of this stuff that it's given me. First off, it's been one of the most rewarding and fulfilling fields that I feel lucky that I studied it. It's given me problem-solving skills. Every day I'm faced with new challenges that kind of push my brain in ways I didn't expect. In my brain, sometimes it takes a while to get going, so definitely need that. It's given me many in-demand skill sets. Coding skills are highly sought after, and there's really no shortage of opportunities for those who are willing to work hard and learn the skills and become a good developer. It's also given me a great network of friends and colleagues. You'd be surprised how tight-knit the coding and the tech community is. And each job I've had, I've met a couple of people that I keep in contact with, and it's cool to just learn through them that way. And let's not forget the bonus of all this, financial stability. Coding, it offers great salary, great benefits, and in a lot of instances, you'll find that it's more than enough to live the life that you want. So, yet despite all of this, there's still a lot of people who seem reluctant or even uninterested in giving this career a shot, and I'm hoping to change that. So there's a lot of reasons to get into computer science. I think the one that's on most people's minds is the job growth and the great pay. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, employment in the computer science and information technology space is projected to grow 21% from 2021 to 2031, which is much faster than the average for other occupations. This means that around 350,000 job openings per year will happen during this period, reflecting both growth and the need to replace workers who leave the field. And there are honestly just not enough people graduating from college with these skills in order to meet this gap. And there are a lot of open jobs. They might be hard to get because there's a skill gap, but there are a lot of open jobs. The median wage for computer scientists is around $104,000 as of May 2023, which is significantly higher than the national average across all occupations. And it's something that you can make good money in right away with minimal education. So this means that Computer science is an incredibly lucrative field to pursue, especially given its rapid growth and our increasing reliance on technology. I mean, if you're interested in financial upside too, a lot of major companies, Google, Facebook, Amazon, they offer even much higher salaries, like multiple six figures. So a lot of this stuff, the sky really is the limit. Another reason is that code is just everywhere. I mean, let's have a look at some of the recent headlines. Whether it's Bitcoin reaching an all-time high, it's just every single person seems to mention the word AI in every single sentence, in every single update. Stock of a company that's developing a car that can drive itself, like Tesla, has absolutely been skyrocketing in the last 10 years. Think of social networks using AI to make algorithms designed to keep our attention. That's why you were recommended this video, is because maybe you're interested in Call of Duty, technology, or anything in between. You got things like 5G and really a lot of stuff. So at some level, a lot of this is implemented by software developers writing code. These industries are interesting to read about, and they're rapidly growing, and having like a knowledge of coding and software development might help you, track all this stuff, maybe even become a big part in moving the world forward. And I think that's a cool thing to build something. Another great part about computer science is that all you have to do is start. I mean, although a bachelor degree can help you land a job, it's not a requirement. Here's why. According to this Stack Overflow survey, 25% of computer science workers actually don't have a bachelor's degree. And some other findings in the survey include developer opinions of formal education, and about 40% believe that it's either somewhat important or not important to succeed as a developer if you went to a traditional bachelor's degree. Companies like Google are also offering certificates that they value the same as a bachelor's degree. So as you can see, there's a lot of people, and myself included, who don't think that it's critical to your success as a developer. I've met and seen many great developers without a degree, and with tuition rates skyrocketing lately, it just might give you peace of mind that you can still get one without a degree. It might be a little bit harder, and you'll have to seek alternatives such as certificates, coding boot camps, etc. But you still have a good chance, I would say, even if you don't have a degree. I mean, I should admit, I do have a degree, but I found that I've learned mostly on the job. I mean, college teaches you more with high-level thinking and programming concepts rather than actual implementation. I mean, I didn't write a single line of JavaScript in college, and now that's the main language I develop. So you can learn this stuff on the job. Before my career started, I kind of had this image in my head that a software developer spends all day looking at a screen, not really talking to anyone, and just churning out hundreds of lines of code like a machine. But that's not the case at all that I've seen since I've started. Methodologies like Agile required almost daily and weekly coordination meetings just to stay on top of everything with your team. And sometimes, I feel like as you get more important, you spend more of your time in meetings talking about the code and helping with the project. So I actually do crave and miss time when I can just sit at my computer and write code for the whole day and uninterrupted. But the more you get involved in these projects, the more meetings you have to take on. So it's really good for learning a lot of soft skills, and you learn how to talk to different types of people. You got to coordinate your other developers. You got to talk with your manager. You got to talk with architects. You got to talk with the people in business who are driving the product. And good coordination and communication, I'll say, becomes very, very easy to learn, and it's something you pick up over time, and very, very important to have as a developer. Another thing is, you do learn a lot of hard skills on the job, obviously. You learn a lot of different software programming languages, a lot of in-demand software like Jira. You learn about AI. I use AI a lot at my job, and it's easier to be hired elsewhere. And more importantly, when you learn how to be a good problem solver, you break things down into very doable steps, and that helps you in everyday life too. I think my logic's been better, and I've thought about things much more systematically since being a computer scientist. So you learn soft skills, you learn hard skills, and it helps you in a variety of ways. Another reason that computer science is a great field is it offers remote-friendly opportunities. So let's be honest, gamers love remote work. We're introverts, sometimes we don't want to see people all day as you would maybe in a traditional job where you have to be there all the time. But there's a lot of remote work. The job I have right now is hybrid. I'd say most coders I know are in some sort of hybrid, and I still know plenty of people who are even still obtaining fully remote jobs. So it's although during COVID everyone went remote, and then immediately after that now there's slowly a back to office push, but it's still remote friendly. A lot of companies offer these opportunities, and that's a big benefit because you have a great work-life balance. You don't have to commute. There's a lot of stuff you don't need to worry about. It's cheaper. So that's a great thing, a great benefit to have is remote-friendly opportunities. So quick note too on the job market. When I was getting a lot of these software engineering jobs, it was definitely easier. The job market was definitely booming, and it's corrected since then. But given some of the growth statistics that I mentioned earlier, I do strongly believe that computer science is here to stay, and it will get better. And I do think it's a good investment to start to just learn about code, learn about a variety of things, and I think you can find it very interesting. So now that you've heard how awesome computer science is, you should be wondering, what are the next steps? And my answer to that is, I guess it depends where you are in life. If you're in high school or college, I'd encourage you to take a computer science class and just see if you like it. And if you do like it, you could explore the benefits of a computer science degree or a coding bootcamp. If not, the best way to learn might be just online resources. I mean, YouTube, Udemy. I've learned a ton of my coding stuff just online watching random people's YouTube videos. I'd say Python and JavaScript are the two most in-demand languages, but there are many different areas of computer science you could get into, such as web development, artificial intelligence, computer engineering, robotics, cloud development, and the list just goes on. They all require different languages and skill sets. I'm a big advocate of computer science and want to bring more people into the field. I mean, these engineers are needed everywhere, and we're all moving the world forward one line of code at a time. And tech is just so embedded in our everyday lives, and it's only getting more critical and complicated. So it's a tough learning curve, and I understand that, but I promise that once you get into it, it's worth it. It'll open up just a world of opportunities for you, as it did for me. So let me know what you think. If you like more content like this, a little bit more of the technology side, and thanks for listening along. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'd be happy to answer some just questions about computer science in the comments. And disclaimer, as always, this article just reflects some of my opinions and what I've seen being a software engineer for quite a bit of years now. But do your own research, before making a big career or educational decision. So let me know what you think. Peace out.